right there.
I'm liking that too.
You liking it too?
That's good.
Well, that's a relief. Because the main thing you want to do, it doesn't matter if I like it, it matters if the client, the friend, the customer likes it, right? You do it however they want it. And that's why at this point, you need to have them in the room so that they can see. Once you get it like this, and they say, okay, yeah, that's perfect. That's how I want the entire floor to look. Now you can just go to town and you can do, you know, all your other areas, and knowing that they're going to want it pretty much like how you're doing this floor here. Now see, this was white all along here, and it dried, and I didn't wipe as much off. Okay, so that tells me that that end bit that I did, I need to leave that on there. I'm going to squeeze just a little bit extra over here and see if I can't get that blended in a little. I don't want it perfect, because that's what there's no way we're going to achieve that. See all these nice holes? That's from the tack strip, and I opted not to patch those with some concrete material. I could have done that, but then that's got to match. That's got to match in, and then you're going to see all those boop, 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 boop all over the place, and you're covering up part of your masterpiece. You don't want to do that. You getting on my handiwork, Miss Camera Person?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to keep going like this. Now see, here's a dark little spot. I don't know, oh, that's an indentation in the concrete, and even if you saw a couple little staining drips on there, if you like that look, hey, leave them. You don't have to get every single little mark off. I mean, shoot, if you want, you can take something and you could just do that if you wanted. Well, not that much, but you know, some drips here and there. If you wanted, you could do that. I've seen it done on floors. It's just once you start, you have to continue it, because you can't just wipe those off later on. See there? I think that's looking nice. And see there's a big imperfection there. I tried to get that one off, and it's just something that's baked into the concrete. There's a couple little areas where I left some lines. There's a couple little lines there. If you look at this natural flooring, the planking that was installed, the free-floating floor in the kitchen, it's got the lines on it too. Okay, the little saw mark lines. If you leave a couple of those here and there on this floor, that would look fine too. You're the master of it. You're the creator of it, so you can do whatever you want on the floor. If I didn't know any better, I might just be having some fun here. And you could too. This is something, obviously, it's going to take you some time. If you've been watching all my videos, you'll see that there's a lot of time and effort put into this floor. But look what you get at the end. What if we wouldn't have done this? What would you have done to your floor? Put more carpet on there? Yeah, you could have done that. Some people don't like the carpet type look anymore. Now, Florida, you were trying to tell me something a little bit about the concrete. What does it do exactly? It grounds you.
Well, it grounds you to. It's just like if you were walking on the sand. It grounds you to Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And it makes you healthier.
It does make you healthier, huh?
Yes, and it's also very clean.
Yeah.
You know how I dislike carpet, because it harbors all kinds of dirt and dust and whatever else is out there.
Well, now this, in the winter, it's got to be a little colder.
That's okay.
Right?
You just wear socks or some little slippers. That's it.
Wouldn't it take a little longer for it to get heated up, like with your heater in the winter?
I never had a problem with the other room.
Maybe, yeah.
No.
And as for the summer, oh, I could see this would be nice. for the summer, or keep your house cooler, let's say, right? I've always liked this, going into an office, somebody's office, or in a health food store. You go into most health food stores nowadays and their floors are nicely stained, aren't they?
Yes.
And just different areas, you think, oh man, that looks pretty cool. I find myself looking at floors now when I walk around, and then think, how did they do that? How could I make it look like that next time I do a floor? Okay? So it's interesting what different people like and what they don't like. I mean, if you didn't want this throughout your entire house, you could do it in a playroom, you could do it in your study, in the den, in your closet, let's say, just to play around, see what happens. Or in this case, the entire house is not going to have one speck of carpet in it. Let's see all that good stuff. Here's some different paint droppings from years gone by, maybe 40, 50 years ago. Here's some more black. Here's some scuff marks from when they troweled it on. And it just starts picking up a life of its own. And it's going to kind of look sort of leathery when it gets done. And see these lines, when you step back, see that line there? That's when they troweled it on there like this. They would trowel it and then they would do the marks afterwards. Trowel it, so those lines, you get some of those lines throughout your floor. That's just part of your floor now.
Well, I like it. I love it. I love it.
You would never see any of that if you were to put carpet back over this floor.
And we did discuss carpet.
Yeah. We did discuss carpet. And you decided?
So we chose to go the road less traveled.
We chose. You chose.
Well,
My aching back didn't choose it. Yes, this floor. I've been on this floor throughout the remainder of the house for several days now. Okay, I'm going to just rinse this out again. I'm not gonna dunk it down in there.
no dunk.
This was the more saturated one. And this is just my bucket. I don't know what we're gonna do with this bucket at the end. But not doing anything with it now. Now just try to be careful with this, because you're gonna have your droppings on there. Last thing I want to do is get any drops around there. So once I get further, I'm going to have to slide this over. Then I'm going to have to start thinking, okay, how am I going to finish this room? I don't want to back myself right up against this wall over here. And once I get back here about yay far, then I'm going to turn around this way. I'm going to go from right to left this far, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I always have to create an exit. So then I'm going to go right here, back and forth. I'm going to exit right down the hallway. That's my plan. Always have yourself a plan. You don't want to finish this off and think, okay, yeah, my exit will be through the front door. Now you're going to have all your grubbies and drips going out the front door. Then you got to clean that up. You're going to get it on the door, opening and closing the door, or especially going into the kitchen, let's say. So I want to direct everything out that way. Okay, that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so now I've got to get some more cleaner in here, and Laura came up with this idea. She had a big cleaning thing. If you don't have a big cleaner like this, hey, where's my camera person? Here, shine me the thing over here. She's going to sleep here. This had cleaner in it. This was a 5-gallon concentrated cleaner. It's called Energy Plus. But if you have a gallon container, quart container, or something like that, you can take one of these things.
Turkey baster.
Turkey baster. And I'm just going to do that. I was doing this with the cup, and then all the black stuff would get in there. I do a couple of squirts, 3 squirts, 3.5 squirts here. Okay. And then we fill this up here. Okay, where's my water? I put the rest of this up in water.
Fun.
Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.